What is happening, sports fans? It's your favorite time of the week. The Roger Report is live, and we've got a triple shot of must-know updates that are shaking up the sports world. The headlines are dropping faster than a slam dunk, and you absolutely cannot afford to miss these breaking stories. We're kicking things off with a bombshell announcement and a medical perspective on the one and only Caitlin Clark. A Chicago doctor is weighing in on a concerning trend he's observed, directly tied to Clark's extended absence from the WNBA. You're going to want to hear this take. But the story around Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever doesn't stop there. We're also diving into how her presence, even when sidelined, continues to draw massive crowds and what that means for opposing teams like the Washington Mystics. Is Baltimore ready for the Caitlin Clark effect, even when she's not on the court? Then, we're breaking down the 2025 WNBA playoff bracket and standings after the Indiana Fever officially clinched a spot. What does this playoff run look like for the Fever, especially with Caitlin Clark out for the season? We'll tell you if it's a lost season or a testament to resilience. We've got all the numbers, all the context, and all the implications right here. And finally, with Caitlin Clark's era in Indiana on hold, the Fever is making a bold move, selecting Kelsey Mitchell as their MVP candidate with a spectacular video launch. Is this the start of a new narrative for the Fever? We've got the details on Mitchell's incredible season and the fan reaction. Stick around for all these unmissable updates and more. Make sure you're subscribed and the bell is hit so you don't miss any of our breaking sports news. A doctor's take on Caitlin Clark's season-ending decision. After months of intense speculation and endless questions, Caitlin Clark's decision to sit out the rest of the 2025 WNBA season sent shockwaves through the league. For a player as passionate and driven as Clark, this was undoubtedly a difficult choice, leaving fans who eagerly bought tickets to see her play deeply disappointed. However, according to Dr. Jeremy Alland of Chicago, there might be a significant silver lining to this challenging situation. Speaking on Fox 32 Chicago's Chicago Now, Dr. Alland offered a unique perspective, suggesting that Clark's announcement could be a major psychological relief. He explained, "She has to face the media every single day and certainly social media, and is probably tired of hearing the question, 'When are you coming back?' I think when you shut her down and she says, 'I'm not coming back this season,' it really takes a load off her, and she can focus on getting better. She doesn't have to answer those questions anymore, doesn't have a timeline anymore, if I get back for playoffs, and so on and so forth. I think she can really just focus on herself, and it usually goes a lot better." This sentiment rings true when considering the relentless pressure Clark faced throughout the season. Every loss amplified discussions about her absence, fueling the narrative of whether her presence would have changed the outcome. After never missing a game in her rookie year, Clark played in only 13 games in 2025 due to a series of injuries. Her season began with left quadriceps tightness, evolving into a significant left quad strain in May, followed by a left groin injury on June 26. Despite a brief return on July 9, where she scored 10 points in a loss, her shooting struggles were evident. A subsequent right groin injury on July 15 ultimately ended her season. Furthermore, questions arose about the handling of her injuries and return timelines. Sports physician Dr. Jesse Morse pointed to compensation patterns that may have exacerbated her vulnerability, while head coach Stephanie White even admitted to mishandling Clark's injury and return. Now, the focus shifts for the Indiana Fever to securing a playoff spot without their star guard. Fans and analysts are weighing in, with many acknowledging the immense pressure on a young star and supporting Dr. Allen's view on the potential mental benefits of stepping away to heal fully. The conversation is shifting towards how the team performs as a unit and the development of other players during this crucial stretch. But what happens when the league's biggest star is sidelined? We're about to find out as we turn our attention to another game, where even an injured Caitlin Clark is drawing huge crowds, and the home team has something to say about it. Baltimore boos, Mystics versus the Clark effect. Even when sidelined with injuries, Caitlin Clark's presence continues to be a major draw, packing arenas and creating buzz. Her recent appearance in Baltimore, though she was unable to play, ignited a passionate crowd, but not necessarily in favor of the home team, the Washington Mystics. This situation led to a candid statement from Mystics forward Shakira Austin, who expressed frustration over the crowd's apparent lack of support for her own team. "If they're not going to cheer for us, then I don't want to play here," Austin declared, highlighting a growing tension between the spectacle of star players and the loyalty expected for the home team. The dynamic raises questions about fan engagement and the impact of a league-wide phenomenon on individual game atmospheres. This incident underscores the complex reality of managing star power in the WNBA. While players like Caitlin Clark undeniably boost attendance and viewership, it's crucial for teams to cultivate their own fan base and ensure that home court advantage remains significant. The Mystics, facing a challenging season, are looking to build their identity and secure fan support, making the crowd's reception in games featuring top-tier talent a critical factor. Now, let's cut through the noise and look at the cold, hard numbers. The Indiana Fever have officially clinched a playoff spot, but what does their postseason picture look like, with their biggest star watching from the sidelines? Fever clinch playoffs amidst Clark's absence, a season of resilience. Despite a season marked by significant setbacks, including the extended absence of star player Caitlin Clark, the Indiana Fever have officially secured a playoff spot for the second consecutive year. Their 94-65 victory over the Washington Mystics on Sunday clinched their berth, placing them 7th in the league standings at 23-20. This achievement prevents the season from being labeled a complete loss, especially after winning the WNBA Commissioner's Cup final against the top-seeded Minnesota Lynx. The Fever's ambitious offseason, which included hiring Coach of the Year Stephanie White and acquiring veterans like DeWanna Bonner and Natasha Howard, set high expectations. However, soft tissue injuries plaguing Clark limited her to just 13 games, significantly impacting the team's performance. Her averages of 16.5 points, 5 rebounds, and 8.8 assists on 36.7% shooting in those limited appearances highlight the void left by her absence. The departure of DeWanna Bonner further compounded the team's challenges. Despite these hurdles, the Fever's ability to reach the postseason is a testament to Coach White's leadership and the strategic roster improvements made by General Manager Amber Cox. With Clark's talent still intact and Aaliyah Boston's consistent all-star performance, the team appears to be on solid long-term footing. Their playoff appearance, coupled with the development of their young core, positions them as an attractive franchise for future free agents and sets the stage for potential surprises in the postseason. But with Caitlin Clark sidelined for the remainder of the season, a new narrative is emerging in Indiana. The Fever is rallying behind another star, launching a campaign that has the league buzzing. Kelsey Mitchell for MVP, Fever backs veteran guard as Clark era pauses. With Caitlin Clark's rookie season dramatically cut short by injury, the Indiana Fever is turning to a proven veteran to lead the charge, Kelsey Mitchell. The team has officially launched an MVP campaign for Mitchell, showcasing her exceptional play with a spectacular video on social media, signaling a shift in franchise focus as they navigate Clark's absence. Mitchell has been nothing short of spectacular, stepping up to keep the Fever's postseason hopes alive. Averaging an impressive 20.5 points, 1.8 rebounds, 3.5 assists, and 1 steal per game, she has become the de facto face of the franchise. Her leadership and clutch performances have been instrumental in maintaining Indiana's competitive edge, currently placing them 7th in the league and on the verge of a playoff berth. The Fever's hype video, captioned "Kelsey Mitchell is a hooper. Her MVP and All-WNBA case keeps getting louder," featured her season highlights and quickly garnered significant fan support. Comments like "Kelsey for MVP" and "Kelsey is the heart and soul of the Fever" flooded in, reflecting the appreciation for her efforts. However, the campaign has also sparked debate, with some skeptics questioning whether an MVP award is warranted for a player on a .500 team during the absence of their biggest star, even if she is playing at an elite level. As the WNBA prepares to announce its annual awards, the league and fans will be watching closely to see if Mitchell's remarkable season and the Fever's dedicated campaign translate into MVP honors. This situation highlights the complex dynamics of team success, individual performance, and the impact of star player availability. That's all the news for today, but we'll be back with more. What a week it's been. And that's a wrap on today's Roger Report. We saw a doctor's insightful take on Caitlin Clark's season-ending decision, witnessed the crowd dynamics surrounding the Indiana Fever in Baltimore, broke down the Fever's playoff clinch despite injuries, and highlighted Kelsey Mitchell's surprising MVP campaign. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more exclusive sports updates, ring that notification bell so you never miss a beat, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Follow us on all social media platforms to stay connected. We'll see you next time.